First, I evenly space out my letters across the canvas. Then I use those as marking points to where I'm going to build my letters up. Don't worry about stylizing your letters now because this is just part of the spacing process. I'm just focusing on how the letters are going to fit together. Once I've got the structure of the letters laid out, I start adding the details and molding the letters into each other. It took me years to develop the skill to get my letters to flow the way I want them to have the feeling I expect. Remember, for each line, do one long stroke. Don't divide it into a bunch of choppy little strokes. It's really simple if you use the right process. This is kind of like molding something out of clay. You just have to have some patience. The biggest discouragement can come from expecting it to look like something special before it's even done. My rule of thumb is it's not done until I'm satisfied. Some parts of the letters I didn't know how to close off, so I just left them for later, and I can figure out now how I want to blend them into the other letters. I'm using a permanent paint marker to outline the piece so I can erase the pencil marks and add in the colors with acrylic paint. Now you can erase the pencil markings. I don't stick to any specific brand of paint. I use acrylic paints because they dry fast, they can be thinned out with water and cleaned with water. Oil paints can take days or even months to dry depending on how thick you apply it. If you've used oil-based paint markers, you know that adding a light color on top of a dark color can cause them to blend together, but this won't happen if you use the marker on top of a dark acrylic color. Acrylic paint can be washed out with water as long as it's wet. Once it's dry, it's permanent. You can blend two acrylic colors together if they're both still wet. Now I'm using a paint marker to add details. Notice this light color paint marker goes over the dark acrylic paint with no problem. When you're using a paint marker, make sure you don't lean your hand against the canvas because you'll smudge the paint around. Getting used to drawing without leaning your hand on the canvas or paper will increase your penmanship. You'll develop an overall better control of your hand with whatever tool you're using. In the end, it's a combination of complementing and contrasting colors that really make the piece pop out. Try to practice drawing at least one piece a day with this technique. It'll probably help you a lot.